Football is finally back. The Arizona Cardinals will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in week 1 of preseason. This is going to be exciting. We look to hopefully find out more about this 53-man roster as we continue progressing into the offseason and closer to the actual regular season. But we do have positions and players we want to see shine. Now, offensively, it's mostly pretty clear and cut here that the Cardinals are basically solidified. We know what we know, and we know who's starting. But there are positions like receiver where we don't really know who can make the cut. I think Xavier Weaver and Andre Basilea could possibly flirt around with the 53-man roster if they have a good preseason. And there's also other receivers like Tijon Palmer and Bryson Green that could shine in preseason and possibly make a practice squad or 53-man roster. But more or less, after receiver, that's kind of it. I feel like offense is really secure, and we know what we got over there. But defense is where it gets exciting. But it's also interesting because we really don't know who's playing yet. We really don't know if the Cardinals are going to start some of our rookies, such as Cody Simon. Cody Simon, a linebacker out of Ohio State, I really like, and I think he can be a big piece for this defense going into just his rookie season. I think he could have a big role, and I think he could be the Cardinals linebacker of the future. But I don't know if we're going to save his legs or if we're going to go ahead and let him play a little bit. If we let him play, it's only going to be for 1 or 2 drives. But another player, Jordan Birch, another rookie, I want to see him come off the edge. I want to see what we got here. But once again, I don't know how much the Cardinals are going to play our rookies here, which that's where it sucks a little bit. When you draft all defense, you want to see your defensive guys get out there. I know we're probably not going to see much of Will Johnson. If we get a drive, I think we'd be lucky. But I'd still love to see Will Johnson get out there and get some reps. But I think defensive line is really the key group here. Because we have players like Bilal Nichols and Justin Jones that I think might play to see if they can maybe earn their roster spot. And if not, they have cap implications that we can move some money around and open up a lot more salary. And then there's 2 defense players I really want to see. One being Xavier Thomas. He had a great game, and I believe it was the Saints preseason game last year where he exploded, and I believe he had 1.5 or 2 sacks. But he had himself a really good game. It was really impressive. That led him seeing some playing time in the regular season. And I would love to see more from him going into this preseason game, as well as Elijah Simmons. I've heard a lot of things coming from camp from him, and he's got a very nice first step. And so we'll see what he can do. I'd like to see him get in there and get some reps in. But right now, we're just looking for players to just stand out. And not just stand out, but we're also looking for players that can come in and maybe just make a difference. Maybe they could be that extra guy, special teams. Maybe they could just be that extra receiver just in case. But someone that can come in and truly help this team out. Whether if it is from the practice squad or, like I said, special teams kind of players. We're looking for difference makers here. And someone that can just come in and actually give the Cardinals just a little bit of an edge. And for players, I mean, this is their career. They're fighting to earn a spot. They're fighting for more playing time, and they're fighting to keep competing. And so I hope we have a good game. I hope all of our players get a great opportunity to play. And, I mean, we're going up against the Chiefs. I know we're not going to see their starters, but I think there will be good competition. And I want to see just as much as I can of this game. I want to see our young guys get in there and hopefully see some rookies. I don't know. But I just want to see this team step on the field. It's been too long. It's going to be exciting. And we're finally back. This is just the start of the beginning. So I'm excited, but let me know down below your guys' thoughts. Who do you want the Arizona Cardinals to put out there? And is there one particular player you're particularly excited for? Let me know down below, and be sure to hit that like and sub button. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one.